It's time for all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball. Brought to you by John Purser Allstate, Mary Miller Insurance, and the Nathan Dean Agency. And now to the play-by-play action of Rockmart High School girls softball.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Rockmart Lady Jackets softball, where your number one ranked Lady Jackets in Class AA are taking on the Heard County Braves.
I heard that.
Lady Braves. That's it. That's who they are. The Lady Braves of Heard County. Last year, Heard County was a Elite 8 team down at Columbus. Got put out after 2 games. This year, they come in. They're in Region 5, just down the road here, down towards LaGrange in that area. They defeated Temple yesterday 4-0. So coming off a win, they're undefeated in their region. They're 3-0. They're 6-9 overall. But in looking at who they have played a very, very tough schedule. They played East Coweta and Noonan that are both 7A teams, and right now they're ranked number 1 and number 2 in 7A. They've taken on the number 3 team in 1A in Bowden, 2 4A teams, number 6 and number 9 in Central Carrollton and LaGrange. And this week in the rankings, Pepperell jumped up to number 2 after not playing the game last week, but they jumped up to number 2, 14-2 overall, and Heard County has played them, and Pepperell beat them 12-2. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago since they played.
Who are Pepperell's 2 losses to?
Pepperell's 2 losses are to, one of them is to us, and actually Pepperell has 3 losses now, as our Murchie defeated them on Monday 5-3.
Wow.
And I believe Chattooga is the other loss. So Pepperell is now 5-3 in region play. Chattooga is in second place, 6-2, behind the Lady Jackets, that's 11-0. One more region win for the Lady Jackets, and they have the number 1 seed in the tournament wrapped up.
Well, that's good for the Lady Jackets. I know you're going to talk a little bit about the tournament this weekend they played in, but the Jackets are still very strong, playing very well.
The Lady Jackets come in 20-2 overall, 11-0 in region play, and they went 2-2 this weekend. And last Thursday night, we were able to talk to Coach Luke about the tournament coming up. And the first tournament going into LFO, he was looking for a lineup. Well, he pretty much had his lineup intact until had a couple of key injuries over the weekend as we played number 2 in 4A, Northwest Whitfield, lost 3-0, and we only had 1 hit, and that was an Emily Lovelace double in the first inning, and we made 5 errors in that game, and probably the worst game that we had played up to then. But we only lost 3-0. We come back to play the number 3 team in AA, that was Lafayette, and defeated them 5-4. Pretty much led the whole way. They did come back tied up, and then we won it in the bottom of the 5th as we beat Lafayette. Get up Saturday morning. You're playing number 1 in 3A Calhoun. That's now number 3, as they had a tough weekend. But I just thought the Northwest Whitfield game was the worst one we played. Then we played Calhoun, and we got beat 7-0. We only had 3 hits. We only made 2 errors, but just did not play very good. In the Lafayette game, Emma Evans and Anna Lewis crashed into each other in shallow right field going after a pop-up, and Emma Evans had to leave. As a matter of fact, she left Chattanooga and went home as she had a concussion, possibly a broken cheekbone. I haven't heard the outcome of that, but so she left. But Coach Luke said that she did have a concussion, but she should be back by the region tournament, which begins September 30th.
Yeah, that's something you don't mess around with, a concussion. We won't let her come back too early because this is the rest of her life she's got to deal with. So I'm sure Sean is monitoring that very well, our trainer, and we'll take advice from him.
Yeah, and the other injury came in that Calhoun game as the senior catcher, Taylor Camp, had a dislocated shoulder, or we felt like it was a dislocated shoulder at the time. The umpire said he had heard it pop, and but come to find out it's a labrum issue. And talking with her dad earlier, it's positive news that for the next 2 weeks, pretty much she's going to take it easy. Maybe be able to bat in senior night next Wednesday night against Pepperell right here, and and then be ready for the region tournament and into the playoffs. So, as you know, 2 big injuries for starters for the Lady Jackets over the weekend. But after that Calhoun loss, they came back and played Heritage, a 4A school that is in that same region with Northwest Whitfield and Lafayette. And as a matter of fact, Northwest Whitfield's only loss was to Heritage, being before that, and they come back with a big 13-6 win over Heritage. So they went 2-2 overall in the tournament. And talking to Coach Luke, that is what, he said, if we can come out of that 2-2, we'll be doing pretty good. They had the opportunity to go 4-0, just didn't play very well, and really the Northwest game only having 1 hit, 3 hits in the Calhoun game, and it just seems like Calhoun's got our number.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and honestly, we talked about that. We sure would love to be undefeated, but we played some very good teams, which is what we needed to do before we go down to Columbus.
Yeah, that was huge for the Lady Jackets to get some of those teams that they were able to see up in Chattanooga and be able to play some really tough competition. And, the competition that we see through our region play outside of Pepperell and Armurchie and this year Chattooga, really the rest of our region is pretty weak. And so the LFO tournament and this tournament, the Gordon Lee tournament up at Chattanooga, Coach Luke really tried to, play some tough teams, get some tough teams on his schedule. Heard County being an Elite 8 team last year, he scheduled that. We saw a really good JV game as we won 6-3 in that JV game. That's the second time we had played them. We played them in the Villa Rica tournament and beat them 3-1. So, talking to the coaches, their JV team beats their varsity on a regular basis. So we're not sure what we're going to see. I do know Carly Graham's going to be the starting pitcher for the Lady Jackets tonight, as we do have to go to Chattooga tomorrow at 5:30 up at Chattooga. And that is the game that they lost last year in region play, the only region game they lost, and that came after a Wednesday night. We played Cedartown in a 9-inning game, and it was just like tonight. You had the JV first, had the varsity afterwards, and that ended up being a 9-inning game that the Lady Jackets won 2-1. And then they went up to Chattooga and got beat 7-6. So maybe with Carly starting tonight, Lovelace will get the night off. She's going to play third base. But, if they can come away with a win tonight, not have to throw Lovelace, we can go up to Chattooga with our number one, our ace in the hole.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for, and give these other girls, like you said, some breaks. And Chattooga, that's a tough place to play on the road. Beautiful place, but it's tough to play there, so they need to go with their A game there.
Yeah, and it's a long ride up there, so
yes.
That's one thing. Well, we're going to take a 2.5-minute break while they're doing the announcements. I'm going to get Heard County's lineup in, and we'll be back after the national anthem for the first pitch of Lady Jacket softball.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Looking for a new quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline getting ready for the first pitch as a little bit of excitement in the JV game as the head coach for Heard County got ejected, and it was all arguing about the color of a shirt.
Yeah, that's something I learned today. I know in baseball you had to have the exact same uniform, but in softball, all coaches got to look the same. And so he decided to, well, he didn't decide. The umpire decided to let him go ahead and go to the bus early.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining as he was yelling from the dugout to the third base umpire, and he just let him head on out to the bus, and he can watch both games from there. And, yeah, you do have to be dressed alike, and his two assistant coaches had on black shirts, and he had on a maroon shirt.
It's not like college football or something where you can change the head coach. It looks a little bit different than everybody else. So, anyway, we are getting ready for action, and I'm excited about tonight. The girls need to have this home game, and I'm telling you, there's cars all over the place. There's people all over here supporting these Lady Jackets. We appreciate you coming out tonight, and hopefully we're going to have some good action. We've got Shazam's right here in front of me catching tonight. I'm excited about that. Number 14 is going to be the batter for Heard County, stepping up.
And that's going to be Hannah Holder, the shortstop.
I'm going to take over a little bit while Jeff's punching all this stuff in real quick, let him get caught up. So she steps into the batter's box. And here comes your first pitch. Ball's low on the dirt, one bounce over. Now she's ready to go. That was the first pitch, so she was trying to keep it low, and she did, but you need to bring it up just a little bit. Nice pitch. Swung on and missed. Kept that one to right below the knees. So it's a 1-1 count. Great location there. It was inside, and let's see where pitch number 3 goes. Right down the middle for strike 2. She didn't swing at it. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the first. This is the first batter. Just now joining us, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline here. Lady Jackets against Heard County. That ball just missed on the outside corner. Good location. 2-2. Pitch is low in the dirt. Full count now. Definitely don't want to lose this young lady right here. Let her go ahead and hit the ball if she can. Swung on, foul off her leg. Still full count. They can Carly throw some pitches. Ball hit up to the shortstop. Comes up cleanly, makes the throw. Out number 1.
Lady Jacket defensive alignment. Of course, Carly Graham in the circle. Caroline Conring behind the plate. New first baseman today, Logan Patterson, with Carly pitching. She's playing first. Anna Lewis at second, Kelsey Elrod at short, and Emily Lovelace at third base. And now the third baseman, Haley Bennett, takes ball 1.
She squared the bunt but pulled back.
And from left to right in the outfield, Kenzie Jones, Cambry Stanley, and replacing Emma Evans, Casey Gable, the senior, in right field.
Swung on and missed for strike 1. Good location. That ball was dropping as it coming over the plate right in outside corner.
The 1-1 pitch. She squares the bunt and misses it for 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the third baseman, Bennett.
No, Lovelace is charging, so she's ready to throw around if she bunts it down third baseline.
For the 1-2 pitch. Pitch was way outside and fouled off to the on-deck batter for the Lady Braves of Heard County. The 1-2 pitch going away. There's a changeup, and that's popped up. Lovelace calls for it, camps under it, and she puts that away for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, she made her chase that ball, and she just way under it, and nice job by Emily Lovelace.
Marissa Garza in the 3-hole, the left fielder for the Lady Braves. Lady Jackets coming off a 15-1 victory over Model yesterday, and we'll talk a little bit more about the offense when the Lady Jackets come to bat, as they're starting to hit the long ball.
Well, that's good. That's 'tis the season, as they say.
First pitch from Graham to Garza is a called strike right on the outside corner. So Carly Graham coming in, throwing strikes here in the top of the first. That next pitch just below the knees, ball 1.
That was great location right there. It was a ball, but boy, that's hard to stay off if you're a batter.
Yeah, one of Carly's big, I guess the biggest thing that Carly has to do to get through a game is get through the first inning. There, she is, and all through her career, watching her come up, she struggles a little bit in the first inning, but then after that first inning, she can settle in. And there's a great pitch on the outside corner for a called strike to go 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was nice.
And Carly has a shot to go 3 up, 3 down here in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. We're just underway. A little bit later start for Lady Jacket softball than what we're used to. We're used to a 5:30 start. And the 2-2 pitch, just off the plate, knee high. Great pitch that time for Graham.
Still good location. She's right around. How they don't swing at that ball, I have no idea.
We did have the JV game beforehand. Coming inside, swung on and missed by Garza. 3 up, 3 down inning for the Lady Jackets and Carly Graham. At the end of half an inning, no score.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Shaw, Robert Torline. Bottom of the first, Lady Jackets coming to bat. Cambry Stanley, Kelsey Elrod, and Emily Lovelace, as Cambry Stanley leading the team in average, 492 average, 568 on base percentage, 28 runs and 32 stolen bases.
That's pretty impressive right there.
The biggest thing that Cambry started doing over the weekend, she's putting the ball on the ground. She's not hitting as much in the air. And in that Calhoun game, she actually had 2 of the 3 hits as she was putting the ball on the ground to the left side towards the shortstop and being able to beat a lot of those throws out.
Yeah, we already talked about it. You're not going to throw her out on a good bunt.
First pitch is low to Stanley. And we know that Coach Luke really wants her to put that ball on the ground and use her speed. Second pitch, there's a fly ball over her head to right field. Right fielder started in, drifted back 2 steps and made the catch, but Cambry almost got that one over her head.
thought it burned her because she's slipping there, and we just talked about her putting it on the ground. That one just held up in the air out there.
Kelsey Elrod steps in, the senior shortstop, 367 average, 451 on base. 2 home runs on the year, 28 runs, 18 RBIs, and 10 stolen bases as she takes first pitch high for ball 1. And 1-0 pitch bounces in front of the plate, ball 2. And Robert, the Lady Jackets come in hitting 382 as a team, 465 on base average. And you're getting on almost 50% of the time. You're gonna, as the Lady Jackets done, you're gonna win a lot of ball games as they've got 20 victories on the year.
Well, just trying to figure out what we're doing with the ball here.
He's trying to rub it up a little bit, scuff it up, I guess, so the pitcher can get a little bit better grip.
Okay.
Because Graham didn't have a problem gripping the ball.
Yeah. Well, talking about you're definitely gonna get a lot of good wins when you have that kind of record and hitting and stuff. And on base percentage, like we talked about all year long, they've done a great job, and we need to continue that now, and if not even get better going into the playoffs.
So even after roughing the ball up a little bit, that pitch misses inside, 3-0. Now to Elrod, and we know if she gets on base, she's going to use her speed. We'll see if she's got the green light here as they're trying to come inside. That pitch missed low, below her knees, ball forward to Elrod. So she's on base with 1 out, and that brings up the Lady Jackets power hitter, Emily Lovelace, 459 on the year, a 500 on base average, has 5 home runs now with 29 RBIs. And at the end of August, the Lady Jackets only had 4 home runs. We're now on September 20th, and they have 12.
Wow.
That pitch missed low inside. The snap throw to first by Grayley, the catcher, and trying to pick Elrod off, but cannot as Elrod goes back in standing up. And Emily Lovelace with 5 home runs now. Coming inside again. There's a hard hit right between the legs of the third baseman. That's going to get into the right field corner. Elrod, she's rounding third on her way home. Lovelace is in at second. And that's going to be a hard hit ball, but it went right between the legs of the third baseman. And Elrod comes in and puts the first run on the board for the Lady Jackets.
Well, in fairness, you can keep your glove on the ground, but that ball took a heck of a bounce between her legs just at the right time and made it all the way to the corner and for extra bases.
And Elrod showing that speed as she scores from first. And now Caroline Connering, she comes in, she's upped her average to 395, 471 on base. And there's a hard hit on the left field. Shows it's gone! The home run of the year for Shazam, Caroline Connering.
I knew it. First pitch. What? I'm so proud of that young lady. Sweet Caroline.
And that's just as I said, she upped her average to 395. She gets her first home run of the year after hitting 6 last year. And now that's RBIs 17 and 18 on the year for Caroline Connering. And that's just, we've been waiting on that. We've been waiting on that.
We have, and I think she's been waiting on it. But you know what? She hasn't changed her swing. That was a good swing. And now that she's done that, hopefully that'll give her confidence to make those good swings again. And she'll hit some more defense because she's got power. Because she is Shazam.
1 out here in the bottom of the first. Lady Jackets lead 3-0. And Carly Graham, the starting pitcher for today, had her first home run of the year last night at Model as she hit a line drive in the left center field gap and got out in about 3 seconds.
Wow. Well, and being a starting pitcher, having a 3-0 lead come up to bat, you got to feel good about it. So all you got to do is get up and relax and hit the ball. Help yourself here.
So next pitch is a called strike to Carly. And that home run by Caroline Connering sent Brad Graham and Brandon Barnett scattering out there right above the WZOT sign. A rise ball to Graham, and she fouls it off down the right field line. So Graham battling now.
Yeah, she is battling. She wants to just put the ball in play somewhere.
The 0-2 pitch. And that pitch just missed off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Graham. And Caitlin Giles is the pitcher for the Lady Braves.
That was really a little bit too close to be taken right there. She should have drove that in the right field.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first. That pitch inside, there's a line drive to center field. And the center fielder, Baldwin, drifts back and catches that for the 2nd out of the inning. But a hard-hit ball by Graham, just right at the center fielder. And that brings up the left fielder, the sophomore, Kenzie Jones. As Jones has been hot, she's hitting 400 on the year. She got her first walk of the year as she was hit by a pitch in that tournament this weekend, or actually yesterday against Model. 413 on base, 15 RBIs. So she's been doing probably about 35 at bats. She's got 15 RBIs.
Wow, that's awesome.
So Jones takes that first pitch high for ball 1. The next pitch is a called strike, a letter high outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jones. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Lady Jackets with a hard-hit error by the third baseman that scored Elrod by Lovelace. And then a 2-run home run by Caroline Connering as Jones pops that one up to center field. And Baldwin scoots over and puts that one away for the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of 1, Lady Jackets lead 3-0.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Back at Rockmart High School, Lady Jackets softball, and going to the top of the 2nd, Lady Jackets leading 3-0 after a big first inning by the Lady Jackets. And Robert, we've seen that in the past where the Lady Jackets come out, they have a big inning in the first, and then kind of slump down a little bit in the second. So we're going to see if we can, when we come up again in the bottom of the 2nd, if we can keep these hard hits going.
Yeah, we need to go 1, 2, 3 here again and see what happens right now.
Laura Glover, the first baseman, stepping to the plate for the Lady Braves, and she takes that first pitch away, ball 1.
Still great location right there. She's just right there at it.
Yeah, the big thing for Carly, she's keeping that ball right at the knees, and there's a 2-hopper right back to Graham, and she throws to Patterson at first for the 1st out of the inning.
And what I like there, Jeff, is she was already squared, ready for the ball to come. She scooped it up with her hand and her glove and then made the throw. I mean, that's just routine.
Yeah, good fundamentals by Carly Graham. As with this entire Lady Jacket team, and talking to Coach Luke earlier today, he said the one thing that he has made a point of this year is really working defense, and they have done a great job. Where last year they were averaging just over 2 errors a game, but this year they've made 24 errors in 22 games.
That's great, and that's that one that had 5 in, I think, over the weekend. So, right there, that was quite a bit of them.
Yeah, the first pitch missed low to the catcher, Brittany Grayley, and then the second pitch just off the corner, 2 balls, no strikes now to Grayley. Coming inside, and that one fouled off. Got in on her hands, and a good pitch that time by Graham. 2 balls, 1 strike now to the catcher Grayley for the Lady Braves of Heard County. The 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, 2-hopper to Emily Lovelace. She picks it up, throws on to first to Patterson for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 ground balls here in this inning.
Yeah, that was another good job fielding right there. Imagine the ball coming straight at you, you're staring at the ball the entire time. You go down and scoop it up with both hands, and you see yourself catch it, and then you throw it. That's what they're doing. Like you said, their defense is very good.
Caitlin Giles, the pitcher now for the Lady Braves, takes ball one low and outside. Next pitch is just above the letters outside, ball two. 2 balls, no strike. 2 outs, top of the second. There's a called strike. Thigh high, outside corner. Good pitch that time by Carly Graham. After being behind 2-0, she's now come back 2-1. And that's the thing she's doing. Even if she's getting behind the count, she's coming back with a strike, not getting the 3 balls. There's one. And just as I say it, that one misses loaded inside for a 3-1 count now.
You knew that, so.
Oh, if I say it, the opposite's going to happen. The 3-1 pitch, and that missed low and inside, so the pitcher, Giles, draws a walk. And we're going to see a courtesy runner for Giles. And we'll see what number comes out of the dugout here. Looks like, I think I heard 33. 33, Garza. Nope. Hermione Garza. It will be the courtesy runner for the pitcher, Giles, and the designated player, Taylor Paris, is now hitting. She's hitting for the center fielder, Baldwin, who is the flex player for the Lady Braves.
Well, he's giving some signs over there on first base, but Shazam's behind the home plate. She'll throw him out.
And the first pitch misses low to Paris, ball one.
Lots of signs are given to the catcher, the pitcher and the first baseman running.
And Paris squares to bunt, and Garza takes off from first. The throw by Connery is a little bit late as Garza steals second. Ball two to Paris, and Garza now in scoring position. 2 outs though in the top of the second. And there's a called strike inside corner, belt high. 2-1 now to Paris. The 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike, knee high, outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second.
Deuces in the house. Strike through right here, Carly.
The 2-2 pitch. And there's a ground ball to Elrod at short. She picks it up, throws on to Patterson for the 3rd out of the inning. And at the end of 1.5, Lady Jackets lead 3-0.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Shaw, Robert Torline, bottom of the second. The Lady Jackets leading 3-0. Emily Malding, the designated player, hitting for the right fielder, Casey Gable. Then the first baseman, Logan Patterson, and the second baseman, Anna Lewis. First 3 up here for the Lady Jackets. And we want to thank Four Seasons Landscaping, Tyson Smith and Rodney Pope, for sponsoring Lady Jacket Softball. Also McNabb Tire. Caitlin Giles, the pitcher for the Lady Braves. And Emily Maulding, first pitch fouled up right behind the concession stand here behind us.
I had you. Jeff, your better half has showed up to make sure you're doing everything correct.
She's here ready for her unplugged segment.
That's exactly right. It's coming.
Next pitch bounces in front of the plate to Maulding. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Goes into our dugout, and now it comes back out.
The 1-1 pitch fouled off into the screen once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Emily Maulding, the junior usual third baseman when Loveless pitches.
Just a little late reacting to that pitch, but she's making contact.
The 1-2 pitch, a changeup, misses high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Maulding.
He's trying to get her to swing early that time. Way to hold off on that one.
The 2-2 pitch. There's another foul ball back into the screen. Robert Lady Jackets come in on the year averaging 8.7 runs per game, giving up 2.6 runs per game. But in region play, they're scoring 11 runs a game and only giving up 1.
I feel a lot better when we get 10 runs. That's my goal for our girls, to get 10 runs, because our defense is good enough to hold anybody doing that.
That next pitch swung on and missed by Maulding, so the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the second. A strikeout for Giles. That brings up the first baseman, the junior, Logan Patterson. Giles steps in, and Patterson, there's another one, just like Maulding, the first pitch fouled off.
I was going to hit your wife again.
Yeah, behind the concession stand. The 0-1 pitch. There's a hard hit ball out to left field. Left field is going back, and it's off her glove up against one hops the fence, and Logan Patterson with a 1-out double here in the bottom of the second.
Almost had enough to get out, but that was deep. Well hit ball.
That brings up the sophomore second baseman, left-handed batting, Anna Lewis. We want to thank her dad, Neil Lewis, and her granddad, Curtis Lewis, Lewis Motors, for sponsoring Lady Jacket softball.
I thought it was starting to cool off, but it really hasn't started to cool off yet. It's still pretty warm tonight.
Yeah, it's a little humid. First pitch taken high, ball 1 by Anna Lewis. Yeah, it's a little humid. It was real foggy this morning after a little bit of a rain last night.
I don't think Miss Tanya Sharp's going to want these headphones tonight. That's all I'm saying.
You got some puddle in your ears?
Maybe so.
There's a 1-0 pitch. Lewis squares to bunt and takes that pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes now to Anna Lewis. And Cambry Stanley, top of the order, waiting on deck.
Still just bottom of the second, 3-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, if you're listening at home, come on out. You got plenty of time to join us. And the next pitch, that pitch taken high and away. 3 balls, no strike to the left-handed hitting Anna Lewis.
Next person that comes, we'll let you in free.
That's it. Just make sure you let Robin Prince know out there that we said it right here on WZOT. 3-0 pitch. That pitch belts high right down the middle for a called strike as Lewis was taken all the way. And you can, if you miss our broadcast, you can go to YouTube, as Brian McDowell does a great job. He does a little bit of editing, and usually about the next day or two, you can go to YouTube and search WZOT and pick up the broadcast. And there's a line drive to center field, and the center fielder short hops it. And that's going to be a single for Lewis, and Patterson does a great job of base running as she slides in safely at third. So 1 out, runners at first and third. Cambry Stanley coming up.
Yeah, that was a great job. It was close, but the throw was a little bit high, so she was safe.
So we're going runners first and third, 1 out. Anna Lewis at first. Logan Patterson at second. Cambry Stanley, Kelsey Elrod waiting on deck. We'll see what Stanley does. She takes that first pitch high, almost hits her in the right shoulder. And Lewis was not running with this first and third situation. Catcher for Heard County, pretty good arm behind the plate.
Yeah. Stanley could read the ball that time. It was that close to her eyes. She could see exactly what it said.
The 1-0 pitch. That ball high also.
Another rise ball that just keeps rising and rising.
And Heard County coach, he's going to call time and go talk to his pitcher, Caitlin Giles. We're going to take it with him. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
And the coach for Heard County, he breaks up his meeting. And we're back. Cambry Stanley at the plate. A little SpongeBob going on here in the park by our great sound guy, Chris Lovelace, up there with the announcements and the music.
I wonder if they got some Krabby Patties in the concession stand.
They do not have Krabby Patties, but they got some hot dogs.
Oh, I think they're made from the same thing.
Probably so. After the meeting, a strike at the knees outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cambry Stanley. 1 out, bottom of the second. Lady Jackets threatening runners first and third. That pitch is high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now to Stanley. And a walk here loads the bases with Kelsey Elrod coming up. The 3-1 pitch. That pitch is high as well. Ball 4 loads the bases, and Kelsey Elrod comes up as she walked her last at bat. There's only 1 out here in the bottom of the second, and Lady Jack is looking to put up another crooked number here in the second inning.
And we know she's got some power, too. So,
yeah, she got 2 home runs on the year. And one of the big things about this Lady Jackets team, Coach Luke's got 17 players on this team. And that pitch misses high, and 13 of them are hitting 300 or better.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, like I said, it's been a great year this year, and we don't want to see it end anytime soon. So, and especially no more injuries. So.
Yeah, and it looks like the Lady Jackets are really starting to hit their stride. There's a hard hit ball past the third baseman, just foul outside the bag as the third baseman reached over and couldn't make a play in front of the bag, and the ball went just foul.
Very good call. That was very close, but that was a very good call.
Yes, that pitch was just foul, and he had a hard time between Logan Patterson at third running, the fielder, the third baseman right there. There's a changeup. There's another ground ball to the third baseman, and she throws home and gets Patterson for the second out, so a fielder's choice. And Patterson slides into the shin guards of the catcher.
Yeah, that could have smarted there a little bit.
And now, still bases loaded. 2 outs, though, and Emily Lovelace comes up as she hit a shot between the third baseman's legs that I don't think she's seen yet. And that pitch misses high. And if these coaches from Heard County are smart, they're going to be real careful. But then you've got Shazam on deck.
You do, and the ball she hit earlier was amazing.
The 1-0 pitch to Lovelace, a changeup that misses high, ball 2. Lady Jackets bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs, a 2-0 count to Lovelace.
Lovelace really wanted to hit that ball, but it never came back down. She was timing it and stayed high.
The 2-0 pitch from Giles. Oh, and Lovelace just missed the pitch as she fouled it off against the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Lovelace. Two balls, 1 strike to Emily Lovelace. 2 outs, bottom of the second, bases loaded for the Lady Jackets. And there's another changeup, and she a little bit tardy on the change. She was trying to wait on it and fouled it off over the netting on the first base side. She tried to sit back and wait on it, and she just got under it.
She's up all the way on the box, too, so you can't wait any more than that.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second, bases loaded. The 2-2 pitch. There's another changeup that bounces in front of the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, so now the base runners, they're going to be off with the pitch. So the infielders are going to be a little bit further back now. Their throw will have to be to first, as all these base runners will be going. And anything in the gap with Elrod's speed at first could score 3. And there's a pitch just off the plate for a 2-out walk by Lovelace, and she gets the RBI as Lewis scores, and that's going to bring up the sophomore catcher, Caroline Connering, who had a 2-run home run to left field into the bullpen her first at bat in the first inning. Well, nowhere to put her, so Lady Jackets now lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Hitting the lightning strike twice in one game.
And that pitch misses away, ball 1. And Giles really pitching very carefully to Lovelace and Connering with the bases loaded. Even though there's 2 outs, these two have really done some damage so far and hit her hard in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch, changeup, missed low, ball 2.
She's got to bring it in there because there's nowhere for her to go, and that's what Emily's going to pick a pitch. I mean, not Emily, but
Caroline.
Shazam's going to pick her pitch and hope it's right and make good contact.
2-0 pitch. She swung and missed at 1 above the letters. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the second, bases still loaded for the Lady Jackets. We see Sean Burrows and Kyle McKinney sitting on the gator out in the left center. They could be in a danger zone as the pitch was high to Connering. They throw behind Stanley at third, and she tries to take home, and the third baseman Bennett throws to the plate to Grayley and gets Stanley out stealing for the 3rd out of the inning. And you got a big bat at the plate when we take a chance like that.
Well, she didn't really have that big of a lead either. So, hey, you try it when they least expect it. So it didn't work. We'll be right back with the messages.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Back at Rockmart High School, the Lady Jackets lead 4-0 at the end of 2 innings. Scarborough, Crawford, and Holder, the 3 batters up for the Lady Braves of Heard County. Carly Graham in the circle. And Coach Luke not real happy with that play. Stanley trying to steal home after the catcher threw behind her. And you've got Caroline Connering at the plate, who just hit a home run in her first at bat.
I think if she would have had a better secondary lead, she would have made it in, but she only had like 1 or 2 feet off.
The right fielder Scarborough squares the bunt and misses. Takes strike 1. Really a humid night here at Lady Jacket softball field, as there's no breeze anywhere. Next pitch swung and missed again. No balls, 2 strikes.
Right there was a little breeze when she swung and missed. It gave us a little breeze. And then you got a fan behind you, fanning you.
That's not a fan. That's Dan Merkins. That pitch high to Scarborough. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to Scarborough.
You know, if there's 2 guys that I know that love to be right, it's you and Dan.
There's a line drive, 2-hopper to Lewis. She fields it and underhand scoop to Patterson for the first out.
But there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. A nice little easy lob. She didn't have to burn down Patterson to get the out. She was within about 5 feet over. Just a nice little underhand flip to get the out.
I was kind of talking about you and Dan being wrong. But anyway.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. And just ask us. We'll tell you we're never wrong.
I know. Yeah.
That's right. The first pitch to Crawford, the 9-hole hitter, second baseman, is a ball high. And next pitch is low for ball 2. I give myself 1 a day. I did it, yeah, 1 a day, and I did it early this morning, so being wrong once a day. Now, my wife says I'm only right once a day, so.
Good pitch at the knees for a called strike.
Oh, never mind. I'm never right. There you go. Just ask her. She'll tell you. Okay, 2 balls, 1 strike, top of the third. Has a swing and a miss.
We're at a softball game, not therapy.
Sometimes I wonder.
Jack is still with a 4-0 lead. Now it's starting to cool down just a little bit. Still humid, but cooling down a little bit.
There's a foul ball right off the end of the bat by Crawford. Just up the first base line. Conring gets it. A little funky spin, so it didn't come back fair. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes on Crawford. 1 out, top of the third. Lady Jackets leading 4-0. That pitch just high above the letters. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. That pitch was low, ball 4. We're going to go back to the top of the order. Hannah Holder, the shortstop. Holder grounded out to short her first time at the plate. And Lady Braves down 4-0. At the top of his order, we'll see if Coach puts anything on here. And we see the head coach standing out by the bus in his maroon shirt.
Yeah, he's dialing in his plays.
He better hope not. He better hope he's not and get caught doing it. And Holder squares to bunt as Crawford takes off for second. It's a called strike to Holder, and Conring's throw a little bit off the mark.
But it would have been an out, but she threw it to the left side of the bag. I mean, it was a good throw, just a little bit carried on her, and so the girl's safe at second.
No balls, 1 strike to Holder, 1 out here in the top of the third. And there's a swing and a miss, and that drop ball's really working really well for Carly Graham today.
Yes, it is, and she's pitching a good ball game, even though she walked a couple here. But I mean, she's pitching a very good ball game.
The 0-2 pitch to Holder. There's a pitch just off the plate for ball 1. As you saw Conring try to frame it up right on the corner, but it was just off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Holder. And that pitch above the letters, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the third. Runner at second is Crawford for the Lady Braves of Heard County, who have yet to score in this game. There's a foul ball right at the feet of Conring. Robert, tomorrow the Lady Jackets have to travel to Chattooga to the Lady Indians for a region game. Lady Jackets 11-0 right now. If they can get a win tomorrow, that'll guarantee them the first place, the number 1 seed in the region tournament. As a 2-2 pitch is hit in the hole just past the glove of a diving Emily Lovelace. Elrod with a backhand throws to first and
half a step off. She got safe by half a step. It was a great play by Elrod.
So that's going to be a single by Holder, but Crawford, the runner at second, unable to advance. So now runners first and second, one out, and the third baseman Bennett comes up. There's a ground ball to Lewis. She gets it, tosses to Elrod, misses the ball. As Lewis, a funky flip, and Elrod couldn't handle, and Crawford rounds third and comes home.
That's where you just got to settle down now and say, you know what, we're good. We still got a 4-1 lead. Let's get the next down right here, and don't worry about that. You got to move on.
Yeah, and as much as I hate it, that's going to be an error on Lewis on the toss after a great play as she went to a knee to get it in, going towards second. The first pitch to Marissa Garza, the left fielder, is a ball low and away.
It almost got stuck in her glove. She was having a hard time getting it out of her glove.
A 1-0 pitch. There's a ball just below the knee, ball 2. The runner, Crawford, had stopped at third, and then when the ball got away from Elrod, she come in to score for the first run of the game for the Lady Braves of Heard County. And as soon as I said they hadn't been on the board, there we go. I'll learn one day to keep my mouth shut.
Jeff, that's what I'm fixing to say. You need to, you do a great job here, but you just help the other team out, like let them score a run.
Maybe I ought to start saying that for our team more often. The 2-0 pitch to Garza. There's a call strike, belt high.
I guess that team meeting worked because that was a beautiful pitch.
Yeah, the senior Kelsey Elrod called everybody, the infielders, to the mound. Settle her sophomore pitcher down, and, hey, you know what, we got an error, but we got you back. That pitch right at the letters, a little bit high. 3 balls, 1 strike, now to Garza. And we talked about the Lady Braves with their, don't let their 6-9 record fool you. They've played some tough competition this year. And there's a line drive to center field. Stanley comes up, gets it on 2 hops. She throws to the plate and throws a strike and keeps the runner Holder at third base. So now the Lady Braves, bases loaded, 1 out here in the top of the third.
At what point do you say, okay, let's bring in our other pitcher?
Well, this
not that she's pitching bad. She's
right.
pitching a very good game.
Well, Graham has 57 pitches here in the top of the third. She's gone 2 1/3 right now. And the biggest thing is this is a non-region game. I understand you want to win the game, but this is a non-region game. And, you know, he's got other pitchers. He's got Emily Register, a freshman that threw yesterday against Model. He's got Logan Patterson, a junior that's at first base. Macy McNabb, who pitched the JV game, so you probably won't see her. And then you got Emily Lovelace at third. So you're not sure what his plan is. Right now his plan is for her to get out of this inning.
Well, it goes back to the last inning to get that runner thrown out at home. We might have scored a couple more runs and things would be different.
Right. And you've got a 4-1 lead now. There's a 2-hopper to Elrod. She throws to Lewis at second. Can't get it out of her glove, and Patterson pulled her foot off the bag. Possibly had a shot at a double play there. But we're going to have Holder's going to score from third. Bennett's going to go over to second. Garza's out at second for the second out. And that ball is hit hard enough to get a double play. And I don't know if Patterson just gave up on it and didn't think she could get it, but it looked like to me if she keeps her foot on there, she's got a shot at it.
I think she's a little late because she just didn't get it out of her glove to throw to Patterson. I think Patterson saw that.
So the catcher, Grayley, is up now. Called strike right on the outside corner, first and third situation. Lady Braves. Two outs here in the top of the third. Lady Braves with 2 runs on the board, 4-2 lead for the Lady Jackets. There's another strike right on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Grayley.
Bring one right down here at the knees, right on the inside.
They're going away again. That pitch up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the catcher, Brittany Grayley. And Carly Graham, 62 pitches, 28 in this inning.
You know, when you're the catcher, you really don't have any excuse not hitting the ball, because you know what his strike zone is.
That's it. One hopper back to Graham. She throws to Patterson for the third out of the inning, and she gets out of that bases-loaded jam. At the end of 2.5, Lady Jackets lead 4-2.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline. Lady Jackets lead 4-2. Bottom of the third inning. Conring, Graham, and Jones be the first three batters. Catcher Grayley was the last out for the Lady Braves. Was waiting on her to come out so we can get this inning going. And we know Conring's going to be able to start off with a new count.
And you know what's going to happen, right?
Cha-ching! Shazam!
Shazam's coming alive.
So, and she has been hitting the ball extremely hard in the last few games, and her hitting has really come around. She's hitting .395 on the year. That average goes up after her home run in the first inning, which was her first of the year, and now 18 RBIs. And then Carly Graham hitting .411. She had a home run yesterday against Model, her first one of the year.
It's starting to get hot again out here, so we're going to put some sunscreen on. All right, here comes Caroline up to bat. Let's see what she can do this at bat.
So she takes that first pitch and right on the outside corner for a called strike. And her first at bat, she hit the first pitch into the bullpen in left field. The 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive over the second baseman's head. One hopper to the right fielder, and that's going to be a line drive single, leadoff single for Conring. And now we're going to see a courtesy runner. Probably going to be number 9, the freshman, Alexis Teams, and it is the freshman. And now your pitcher, number 15, sophomore, Carly Graham. As you look at this Lady Jackets, you got 3 sophomores in a row, Conring, Graham, and Jones, and then one at the bottom in the 9-hole in Lewis.
3 what?
3 sophomores for you.
Sophomores.
That one's just for you. Graham squares the bunt, takes that pitch high for ball 1. Coach Luke down in the third base coach's box going through his signs. Gives a sign to Graham and Teams. And Graham fouls that one off over the first base dugout.
I didn't know the coach's box was that big. He's all over the place down there.
Well, he is the one that marks it off.
He is the one.
So we see Coach Owens. He's in the grass behind the coach's box. The 1-1 pitch to Graham. That pitch was low below the knees. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Graham. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Lady Jackets lead 4-2. The 2-1 pitch to Graham. There's a fly ball down the left field line. Garza drifts over, catches it in foul territory as Teams got to second base and has to turn and retreat back.
She hit that high enough to get that young lady plenty of time to get over there and make a catch in foul territory.
So that's the first out of the inning, and that brings up the left fielder, Kenzie Jones. Jones had a fly out to center field her last at bat. She's got that brand new 2018 version of the Louisville Slugger Zeno in her hands. And takes that pitch high and away, ball one. One ball, no strike. And Jones swings and misses at a pitch high.
I think she misread a sign, but then she was swinging the one to pull back, but it just couldn't happen. So
Coach Luke uses one offensive conference for this inning and talks to the sophomore, calm her down a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the third. Team's on first. Jones squares the bunt. She bunts right back to the pitcher, and she's going to be safe. And that's going to be a bunt single for the speedy Kinsey Jones, bringing up the junior designated player, Emily Maulding.
Well, I looked over there, and there was nobody at third base. But what the runner saw was the left fielder was coming all the way in, so good play on their part to
So now
back.
1 out. Alexis Teams on second. Kinsey Jones on first. Emily Maulding at the plate, struck out swinging her last at bat. And she takes that pitch high and away, ball one. So 1-0 pitch to Maulding coming inside. And that one almost hits her, but misses inside, ball two.
She stays there. She was going to let it hit her, too.
Yeah, she was going to take that one off the thigh. The 2-0 pitch from Giles. There's a hard hit ball to center field. It's got her burnt. It hits off the wall. The center fielder fields it on one hop. Teams coming to the plate. She scores standing up. A 1-out single. That's a long single by Maulding, but scores Teams, as Jones had to be real careful with that. And center fielder made a great play on that off the wall.
She did, but no, you can't hit any farther without hitting it out there. That wood kind of hurt a little bit right there.
Jackets now lead 5-2 in the bottom of the third. Runners first and second, 1 out. And they're going to call time. Not sure why time's being called. All right, we've got the first baseman, catcher, and pitcher in a huddle. The second baseman, third baseman, and shortstop in a huddle, and then the 3 outfielders in a huddle.
Well, I guess, now we got a timeout by the coach, so he's going to make a change.
Yeah, he's walking out there, and they've had a young lady out here in the grass warming up. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. As we are going to see a change. We're going to take a 60-second timeout while they make their change, and we'll be right back. Lady Jackets lead 5-2 in the bottom of the third.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Back of the Rock, ladies and gentlemen, a new pitcher steps up here, and she's throwing some pitches for Hurt County. Number 8.
Sydney Gray is the new pitcher.
And we still got runners on first and second with 1 out. 5-2, Jeff. Like to have a couple more runs here, and like I said, my goal is 10. That's what I have for them. Give me 10 runs.
We're halfway there for you. Sydney Gray's going to be the new pitcher for the Lady Braves from Heard County, as the pitcher, number 2, Caitlin Giles, goes to third, and the third baseman, number 7, Haley Bennett, goes to second. And Logan Patterson is up now for the Lady Jackets. Runners first and second, 1 out, after that ball was hit over the center fielder's head and hit hard off the wall, and she made a barehanded stop on it and got it in, and Teams was able to score from second, but Kenzie Jones had to hold up at second, and she made a great play. And that first pitch misses low and inside, and a throw down to second, and Kenzie Jones steals third as they threw behind her, and the throw short hop the second baseman, and Kenzie Jones takes off to third.
That was a very good steal right there. She had plenty of time to get there and did a good job.
So now 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes to Patterson. Emily Malding's on first. Kenzie Jones with good speed on third. And we'll see what kind of play Coach Luke puts on here as he's up 5-2, bottom of the third inning. And that pitch was lowered in the dirt. Malding takes off, and she was off with the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes, now to Patterson. Runners second and third for the Lady Jackets now. Looking for Patterson to connect with something out of the infield as the infield playing in. And there's one fouled off into the netting. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Patterson. 1 out, bottom of the third. Runners second and third. New pitcher for the Lady Braves, Sydney Gray. This is her first batter of the game. The 2-1 pitch. That pitch is low, bounces in front of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now to Patterson. Anna Lewis on deck. The 3-1 pitch is a hard hit ball, foul. Coach Luke fields it on the second time around. 3-2 now to Patterson. A little bit out at front on that pitch.
Yeah, hit the ball hard in the ground, though.
Infield playing in for Heard County. They're looking to cut off a run as the Lady Jackets lead 5-2. The 3-2 pitch. There's a changeup. Patterson waits on it. Jones is going to tag. Garza catches it and throws all the way to the plate off the catcher's glove into the netting here in front of us. And Jones stayed put at third. So a great job by Patterson staying back on that changeup, but it gets the second out on a fly ball to left field.
I think she left a little bit early there, too. That's why Coach Luke brought her back as well.
Now 2 outs, runners second and third. Anna Lewis, the sophomore second baseman, coming up. Lewis singled to center field her last at bat. Center fielder starts to creep in. And there's a hard hit ball. That's fair. Down the third base line. Jones scores. Malding scores from second. And Lewis with a 2-out double for the Lady Jackets lead 7-2.
Nice hit, just right down third baseline. He's going to ask, the coach is going to ask, how can you see that down the third baseline? Well, it was a good call.
So the coach for Heard County, he's arguing that whether it was fair or foul. The umpire's pointing to, hey, it bounced here and then bounced there and went down the line.
Looking at instant replay, and it did go over the base, and it hit the line. So, therefore, it would be a fair ball.
That's exactly right. If it's just like the instant replay shows us. So, Heard County coach, he's had his say. The umpire's switching out balls as the grass getting a little bit wet out there. Lady Jackets now lead 7-2, and back to the top of the order with Cambry Stanley at the plate. She's walked and flied out to left so far in this game. This is her third at bat. 2 outs, Anna Lewis on second base. And that pitch missed inside, ball one. And last year, Robin Teams taught me a lot about radio, as she asked me, will you please quit saying that runners are out at second base? And so that's why I say now they are on at second base.
Well, very good. See,
are on second base.
Teachers can learn too.
That's right. So, and of course, Robin Teams being my boss at the time, I'm going to listen to anything she had to say. That next pitch was fouled off the right foot of Cambridge Stanley in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Anna Lewis on second. The 1-1 pitch, and there's a line drive to left field. It bounces off the hand of Garza. Stanley's rounding first, on her way to second, and she's going to be out, but the run counts at the plate as Anna Lewis scores before the third out was made at second. And that's going to be the third out of the inning, but the Lady Jackets with a 4 spot here in the bottom of the third, and they lead 8-2.
Sting.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Looking for a new quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline here on Lady Jacket softball, and we want to keep everyone in our thoughts and prayers down around Puerto Rico. As a friend of ours, Juan Delgado, his family's from there, and we just got a text from him. 90% of their town has been destroyed in that area.
Yeah, it's very sad. We've had a lot of bad weather here lately, all over the place. You know, it's affected Miss Tanya Sharp trying to go to Houston, and but more importantly, the people in Houston. And then we have this down in Florida. I don't know.
And I mean, even South Georgia, it come right through this area, but we didn't have a lot of damage last week. And the third baseman, the starting pitcher for the Lady Braves, Caitlin Giles, at the plate, and she took the first 2 pitches low and then a called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to her. And there's a ground ball to Anna Lewis. She scoops it up, throws on to Patterson for the first out of the inning.
I guess the only thing that's going to stop a hurricane is a Bulldog this Friday night if they play well enough, because they're going to have to play the Cartersville, and they're playing pretty good.
That's exactly right. Cedartown 3-0 on the year, as they defeated us by 8 points in the opening game. They defeated Cherokee County in Alabama 41-14, and then absolutely destroyed Gilmer County in their third game.
But more importantly, we have homecoming this week.
That's exactly right. Friday, homecoming. Early release at noon. First pitch to Paris, the designated player, is a ball high. Second pitch, ground ball up the middle. Elrod with a diving play over to Lewis as she got it out of the glove of Elrod. Throws on to first, but not in time. So Paris is on with a 1-out single.
Still great effort to stop the ball from possibly running the outfield to get a double on that. So good job by Elrod.
Now the right fielder Scarborough up, and Carly Graham still pitching for the Lady Jackets with an 8-2 lead here in the top of the fourth. But yeah, the early release for all the schools in Rockmart is at noon. The parade will be at 2 o'clock. And there's a called strike to Scarborough. There's a parade at 2 o'clock, and then the game against Dade County, 7:30, right here at the Rock. And you can catch that game on WZOT pregame at 7:15. And Scarborough with a foul ball on a high and away pitch from Graham. David Williams, Michael Gravitt, and Mark Lumpkin on the call. As they'll bring you all the action here on WZOT for homecoming.
And we'll keep going on the right track, hopefully, with our region match. And that was a pitch on the outside, trying to pitch out, but then still. But hopefully we can win this region game, too, for the football team to make us 2-0 in the region.
That's right. With a big win over our Murchie Friday night, they took a 42-0 lead at halftime. There's a hit right out in front of the plate. Connering jumps on it, but not able to throw out the speedy Scarborough as she's on with a one-out single right out in front of the plate. So runners first and second, one out. And that brings up the pitcher, Sydney Gray.
This is why I like 10 runs, because it's 8-2 right now, and you never know what's going to happen. I guess they're going out to check on the girl at second base. Something happened.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there. He's going to go out and check on his designated player, Paris, Taylor Paris, for the Lady Braves of Heard County. Not sure what happened there. Lady Jackets lead 8-2. Top of the fourth, one out. Runners first and second for Heard County. And the pitcher, this is be her first at bat, Sydney Gray.
Okay, so you ready for your how sharp are you question of the evening?
How sharp am I tonight? Well, I guess we'll see. Do I need to call Dan back over here to help me?
No, I think you can handle it just fine.
Okay.
Ball's hit hard in the outfield. The throw's coming in. It's going right by the first base dugout, but does not go in the dugout. But a player on the inside touches it while in the field of play.
Is that the defensive or the offensive dugout?
That would be the defensive.
First pitch to Gray, swung on and missed for strike one. If that is the defensive dugout, there's another swing and miss by Gray. And not sure how much she's going to hit pulling her head out towards third base like that. 0-2 now to Gray. That is the defensive dugout, so the defensive team throws it towards their dugout, and a defensive player reaches out and touches it. That next pitch called strike three on the outside corner, and that's a strikeout for Carly Graham. I believe that's her second of the game for the second out of the inning. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Hannah Holder, the shortstop. And she is 1 for 2 on the night, a ground ball to short and then a single in the hole to shortstop. But if the defensive team touches that ball, that will be a two-base award for all runners on base.
Two-base award.
Two-base award from the point of where they were at when the ball was thrown.
You heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen. He's pretty sharp.
First pitch misses high, and then the second pitch, a called strike on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Holder. Top of the fourth inning, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Oh, Lord, I don't even want to know. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike, let her high.
She's on fire right now. She's pitching great. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the fourth, 8-2. The Yellow Jackets are leading.
There's a pitch going away. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Carly Graham to end the fourth inning. At the end of 3.5, Lady Jackets lead 8-2.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, at 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Shaw, Robert Torline. Bottom of the fourth inning, Kelsey Elrod, Emily Lovelace, Caroline Connery coming to the plate for the Lady Jackets as they lead 8-2 over the Heard County Lady Braves. And Robert, we talked about Heard County coming in 6-9 on the year, but the type of schedule that they've played, as they played 6, now 7 teams that are ranked really 6 or higher at the time they are, as of right now, in the standing, in the AJC standing. So a very tough schedule, and even though they haven't won any of those games, playing that tough competition makes you game ready for games like this against the Lady Jackets.
Sure, you need to see where you're at. That's what these ladies did this last weekend. See where they're at for this tournament play. Hopefully you're playing someone better than you'll ever see, but that's what makes you better.
Kelsey Elrod takes the first pitch high and away from Sydney Gray in her. She threw 2/3 of an inning last innings, her second inning of relief.
You learn as a player and you learn as a coach. There's always somebody out there better than you. But if you train and you work as hard as you can to get better, then you'll be well prepared for them.
Elrod takes the second pitch off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes now to Kelsey Elrod. 2-0 pitch coming inside, low and inside. 3 balls, no strikes. And just want to remind everybody, you can catch all the home games right here on WZOT, AM 1220, 101.9 on the FM dial. Go to WZOTradio.com. That pitch, ball 4, low, and good speed on the bases. Kelsey Elrod and Emily Lovelace coming to the plate. Lovelace has a walk and reached on air by the third baseman. At the time was Haley Bennett, who's playing second now against the Caitlin Giles, the first pitcher, who's at third now. Lovelace, 5 home runs on the year, 29 RBIs. And that first pitch swung on and fouled straight back, as she knew that was her pitch right there. Her and Coach Luke kind of gave each other a nod.
A lot of power in those arms right there. So,
and the field umpire got a gnat in his eye or something. Or yeah, that's what he'll say whenever he misses that call. Had something in his eye. Eyeball.
Yeah.
No balls, 1 strike now to Emily Lovelace. 8-2, Lady Jackets lead. Remind you of Georgia High School game shortening procedures, as that pitch fouled off the catcher, Brittany Grayley, right off her shoulder. No balls, 2 strikes now to Lovelace, as we're in the 4th inning, so we can't use the 15 after 3, but we can use the 12 after 4. But the Lady Jackets would have to score 6 right here. But we can also do the 8 after 5. If they can get 2 runs here, hold the Lady Braves in the top of the 5th, we could have ourselves a 4.5 inning game.
There's a lot of ifs there.
There's a lot of ifs.
We just need to keep scoring.
We want to get to your magic number of 10.
That's correct.
If we can do that, good shot of winning. There's a changeup, and that ball fouled right off the chest protector of Grayley that time.
I would call that a nickel ball, the way it came across so slow and floating everywhere. And
yeah, very little spin on that. So no balls, 2 strikes still to Lovelace. They're trying to keep her off balance. There's one low and in the dirt. Elrod takes off, and she has to scamper back to first as the catcher corralled that wild pitch and threw down to second, but it kind of curved right to the second baseman.
Yeah, she didn't see it in time. She turned around and came back, but hey, we're safe, so we're okay.
Elrod's still on first, nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Trying to go up, it goes down and in, and Grayley snapped throw down to first, trying to get Elrod again. Ball 2 to Lovelace. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And as I was saying, you can catch all of the games right here on WZOT. One more home game next Wednesday against Pepperell, as the Lady Dragons come calling on senior night. There's a high fly ball, foul territory. The second baseman, Bennett, goes over, and she misses that right off her glove.
She overran that a little bit there.
So, and the error on the second baseman not catching that pop-up is going to give Lovelace another shot here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Elrod still on first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Senior night next Wednesday as Pepper, the last region game. And there's another changeup, and that's fouled off as she had to swing it at because that was right down the middle,
Sure.
about middle tie. But she's doing a good job of fighting these pitches off. Staying alive.
That's a song, isn't it?
It is.
Tanya, you know that song? Staying Alive.
By the Bee Gees, right?
Yeah. I think Jeff still has something in the closet.
Not gonna see the dance either. Another 2-2 pitch, and that pitch fouled on. They come in with a fastball that time. She fouled it straight back against the net. And so we'll see if they come back with a changeup here. So we'll see what Sydney Gray. The 2-2 pitch from Gray coming inside. And the catcher looks like she wants to go up and in, but Gray's throwing it down and in, and another foul ball by Lovelace. And Grayley's going to go out and talk to Gray, the pitcher. So, hey, you know what? If you hit your spot, we might have a better shot here.
Yeah.
But a very tough hitter in Emily Lovelace. Number 2 on the team in batting average. Came into the game hitting .459. 5 home runs, 29 RBI. She has 30 now after a bases-loaded walk last inning. And another 2-2. There's a changeup that bounces in front of the plate, and Elrod takes off and steals second. So a good job by Kelsey Elrod.
She had a good secondary, and once she saw that knuckleball, as I call it, she took off. There's no way she could throw her out.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, now to Lovelace. And this is 10 pitches. This will be the 11th pitch to Emily Lovelace in this at-bat. There's another pitch fouled off once again, just off the outside corner. Elrod walked on 4 straight pitches. Gray's thrown 11. This will be the 12th pitch to Emily Lovelace. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. And there's a hard hit ball out to right center, and it bounces off the fence. Elrod's rounding third. She's coming in. She slides in safely, and Lovelace with a double and then takes third after the overthrow by the second baseman, Bennett. So Lovelace fights through, and now
He's trying to say, look where she's stepping. But there's no box there, so there's no way to – you can't say that her foot's on the line when there's no box.
Wow.
I mean, I agree with what he's saying. You gotta say the point. But when there's no box there, you can't say nothing.
Yeah, but also, here's the other part. This is the 3rd or 4th time that this guy's come out and argued a call. You can't come out and argue every little call.
Yeah.
And then expect the umpire to really take you seriously about something.
Right.
So the Lady Jackets now 9-2 lead. Caroline Connering at the plate. Emily Lovelace at third base. And Connering with a 2-run home run in the first inning. And then a single to right field.
Very high shortstop.
And high in the night sky. And the shortstop Holder puts that one away. That's the first out of the inning.
She just got under that one.
Yeah, just a little bit too much. And Carly Graham is going to come to the plate. This is the pitcher for the Lady Jackets. She's 0 for 2 on the night as she lined out to center and popped up in foul territory to left field. That pitch high and away, ball 1. Emily Lovelace still on third. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch called strike, knee-high, outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 4th, Lady Jackets lead 9-2. Looking for 1 more run to reach that magic number of 10. And an 8-run lead here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch almost hits Graham in the left knee as she backed off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Carly Graham. Kenzie Jones, the left fielder, on deck. And we talked about a change in Coach Luke's lineup as Conring catching. That's not a big change for us. We've seen that before. Casey Gable in right field. There's one inside, in on the hand, and that's into the netting. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Carly Graham. But Casey Gable in right field for Emma Evans. And, you got it pretty good when you got a senior that can step in and play right field for your sophomore that got hurt over the weekend.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, we've said he's got a lot of talent on this team, all the way from seniors down to freshmen. So, a lot of talent.
2-2 pitch, foul ball once again over the first base dugout. And talking to Coach Worley one day, we were talking about Casey Gable, and that if it's any other team in the region, she may be a starting outfielder. And she got the start yesterday against Model, had a very good day at the plate. I believe she was either 2 for 3 or 3 for 3 at the plate, and did a good job in right field. And that pitch, the catcher set up inside, and it was low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Carly Graham. So whenever you've got somebody like that that is able to come in and fill a hole, then you've got a really deep team.
Most definitely.
The 3-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball to center field. Lovelace is tagging up, and she does. The throw coming in, and it's up the first base line, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. But Lovelace scores after tagging up.
Hey, what's the score?
It is 10-2.
There's my 10 I needed.
So now we're going to have a sub. Kelsey Moats is going to sub for Kenzie Jones. So the senior coming off the bench to get in at bat here in this game. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Lady Jackets now lead 10-2. And Kelsey Moats, the senior, coming in for Kenzie Jones.
All right, we're all ready to go. Umpire's putting his mask on, and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 10-2, Rockmart leading.
Moats swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back into the net.
Still a pretty big crowd here. We appreciate everybody coming out tonight.
Yeah, for this late game by the Lady Jackets as the JVs played first. There's a one-hopper right back to Gray. It hits off her glove, and she reaches down, has a little bit of trouble grabbing it, but then throws Moats out for the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of 4, Lady Jackets lead 10-2.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
This is Hometown 101.9 and AM 1220 WZOT, the best music this side of heaven for Rockmart and Rome.
And back at Rockmart High School, top of the 5th inning. 3 outs here for the Lady Jackets, and we got ourselves a ball game as 8 after 5 is the Georgia High School game shortening procedure. So we reached your magic number of 10, and now we need 3 outs. As Carly Graham still in the circle. This is her 5th start on the year. She's thrown 26 2/3 going into the game. 3-0 record with 2 saves. And
that's pretty impressive right there.
Yeah, 80 pitches through 4 innings, so about 20 pitches an inning. And usually in games, 75 has been about her max, but with an 8-2 lead, we're going to see what she can do here in the top of the 5th. As she throws ball 1, we're going to have Bennett, Garza, and Glover, 2, 3, and 4 for the Lady Braves, and there's a ground ball to Elrod. Throws over to Patterson for the first out inning.
It took a little while to get to Elrod, but boy, when she had that ball, it was gone. It was out of her hand in a second. Awesome. Nice play.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you watch Kelsey Elrod at short, there's several things that stand out to me. Number 1 is her hands. How quick her hands are, what she does from the time it enters her glove to the time it leaves her hand going to first, and then her footwork. So she's always in that perfect spot. As she catches the ball, she can catch, step, make a good throw to first, and then her arm strength.
Kind of reminds me of a guy who played for me, Ty Floyd. He plays for you at the high school now. Very quick hands.
Yes. And there's a call strike. And
that ball's gone.
Glover with a hard hit changeup, and that lands right in the lap of Cindy McNabb in left field. And the Lady Jackets are going to get a chance to hit in the bottom half of the 5th as Marissa Garza just hit a changeup out of the yard against Carly Graham.
And that's going to be an E fan. She just swatted it away. She had a chance, but I don't blame her. I don't want to hit her either, so knocked it away from her.
Yes. So 1 out, and now 10-3 lead, and that brings up the first baseman, Laura Glover. So Cindy McNabb, she didn't even get up out of her chair and run. She sat right there, and it landed right in her lap as Glover takes a called strike.
I'm going to remind you, Jeff, that you said that whenever you say something, something happens.
Yep.
And you just said she usually doesn't pitch that much, and there you go. Out number 2 right there. Nice play. Hit back to the pitcher. Comes up throwing.
But in this inning, she's only thrown 6 and got 2 outs. So her average was 20, and she's down to 6, and now we've got 2 outs. Even with the home run on an 0-1 changeup to up the lead 10-3. Now the catcher Grayley at the plate. She takes the ball low.
I don't think she wants to throw that changeup again.
Possibly not. Left that changeup belt tire right down the middle, and Garza promptly delivered it into the Cindy McNabb's lap in left field. There's a swing and a miss to Grayley. And as we say that, we want to thank her husband, Mac McNabb, and McNabb Tire for sponsoring Lady Jacket Softball. And thanks to all of our sponsors. We could not do it without you. And a swing and a miss from Grayley. 4 Seasons Landscaping, McNabb Tire, All-Star Power Equipment, Harrelson Termite, Silver Comet Furniture, Lewis Motors, and All-Star Hauling and Grading. Thank you for your support for Lady Jacket Softball. And Robert and I could not do it without you.
No way. We appreciate you. And please support our local businesses.
And that pitch misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. And that pitch right off the left hand of the umpire back towards the net, and Connery's going to do the right thing. And she's going to walk out and talk to Graham. The batter's going to walk down and talk to the coach, and the umpire's going to shake it off and get ready for another 2-2 pitch. But we want to thank our sponsors, and we've got another home game, our last home game, senior night, against Pepperell next Wednesday at 5:30. And then the region tournament begins September 30th. But if the Lady Jackets can get one more victory in region play, they're going to be guaranteed either a 1 or a 2 seed and not have to play until that Monday, October the 2nd. And there's a swing and a miss from Grayley, and Connering drops it, picks it up, throws on to Patterson for the 3rd out inning. And the Lady Jackets coming to bat, needing 1 run to put this game in as being over. At the end of 4 1/2, Lady Jackets lead 10-3.
Looking for a new quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Shaw, Robert Torline, bottom of the 5th. Lady Jackets lead 10-3. And number 1, Crawford's going to come back in the game for the Lady Braves of Heard County. Bennett, who is playing second, is going to go to the circle. And she's the new pitcher.
Look, I changed what I want. I want 11 runs.
111. All right.
That way we can go home.
That's right. It's an unusually late night. Almost 8:30 here at Lady Jackets softball field. As we had a JV game beforehand that started at 4:30, and a very good game as the Lady Jackets won 6-3. And looking for the sweep is the varsity. They lead 10-3. Emily Maulding, Logan Patterson, and Anna Lewis due up for the Lady Jackets. Now batting from Lady Jackets, number 12, Emily Maulding.
One hard hit will do it.
Yeah, Maulding has 1 home run on the year, and she hit at Armurchie. We know she actually has 2, and she hit 1 here that was called foul. And that first pitch from Bennett bounces in front of the plate. Ball 1 to Emily Maulding. And I said earlier, you can catch the replay of all the Lady Jackets softball games and the football games on YouTube. Search WZOT, and Brian McDowell does a great job of recording those, doing a little editing, and putting them on YouTube so everybody can go back and hear.
You know, Brian is a very valuable asset to this radio station. He does a lot of good things. We appreciate you, Brian.
That pitch popped up to the second baseman, Crawford, and she puts that one away, the first out of the inning.
We have fun on Friday nights when we're over there, getting ready to do after the game and bringing all the live reports to you. We have a good time.
Logan Patterson at the plate. 1 for 2 on the night. A double to left field and a fly ball to left. That first pitch misses low and inside. Bennett with a 1-0 pitch. There's a hard hit ball, high fly ball to Garza in left field, and she squeezes that one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That brings up the sophomore second baseman, Anna Lewis. Lewis 2 for 2 on the day, a double to left and a single to center. And her last hit past the third baseman just inside the bag for a double down in the corner of left field. That ball bounces low and away, ball 1. Lady Jackets dugout cheering for Anna Lewis. 1 ball, no strike. That pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Lady Jackets lead 10-3. Nobody on, as Bennett has come in and got the first 2 Lady Jackets hit out. Maulding and Patterson with fly balls. The next pitch misses low and away. 3 balls, no strikes. And top of the order on deck, Cambry Stanley. So Lewis with a 3-0 count. And I'm sure she does not have a green light here, as we want her on base with the top of the order coming up. And there's a called strike outside corner, belt high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now to Lewis.
Wasn't the pitch you wanted to hit, of course, but I'm sorry, you got 2 more.
The 3-1, and that's high, ball 4. So now the Jackets, with a 2-out walk, brings to the plate Cambry Stanley. And I look for a little short game right here with Kelsey Elrod and Emily Lovelace. If Stanley can get on. We see the third baseman, Giles. She's back. That pitch low and in the dirt, ball 1. Stanley did not square around like she was going to bunt. So she's looking at Coach Luke for the sign.
She bunts. Our first baseman's on third.
The 1-0 pitch. That pitch is low also. 2 balls, no strikes now to Cambry Stanley. Kelsey Elrod, the senior shortstop, waits on deck. The 2-0 pitch. That pitch, ball 3, low and away. Lewis a little bit too far off. And Grayley chases her down, makes a throw, and cannot get her. And she got a little bit too far off that time.
Yeah.
3 balls, no strikes to Stanley. Only team in the region playing today is us. Everybody else is off. And one of the things I saw at the beginning of the week, going into the week, Pepperell and Chattooga were 5-2 in region play. The next 2 weeks, they have 7 region games to play.
Wow.
Between Monday and next Wednesday.
It better not rain.
That pitch knee-high, called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Stanley. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch swung on, foul tip into the glove of Grayley, but she caught it, and Lewis steals second.
That was a good back of the base slide. Hooked herself around and held onto the bag.
So now 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, Cambry Stanley up. Anna Lewis on second now after the stolen base. And anything in the grass, she's got a chance to score. That pitch misses low and away, ball 4. And that's going to bring up the senior shortstop, Kelsey Elrod. Elrod has 2 walks and then reached on a fielder's choice as she hit a ground ball to the third baseman. They got Patterson out at the plate. And a single here. Lewis has a chance to score and end the ball game. That pitch high and away, ball 1.
Got a nice jump out there at second base right now.
And Emily Lovelace on deck. So if the Lady Braves of Heard County, if they don't want to pitch to Elrod, they got Lovelace waiting on deck.
Either one's bad. Good for us, though.
And there's a foul ball right into the chest protector of Grayley, the catcher. As here in the last 2 innings, she's really taken a beating back there. She's had 1 off the shoulder and 2 off the chest protector now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Elrod. 2 outs, 2 on, bottom of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch, and there's 1 foul ball into the net above the first base dugout of the Lady Braves and into the dugout. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kelsey Elrod.
Just in a base hit right now for her to finish this game off right now.
Lady Jackets lead 10-3, bottom of the 5th, looking for 1 run to have that 8 after 5 advantage. Bennett with the pitch. There's a changeup and a high fly ball to left field. Garza backs up, and she takes a step in and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. At the end of 5, Lady Jackets lead 10-3.
Four Seasons Landscaping, this company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's Four Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Top of the 6th inning. Lady Braves of Heard County coming up. Giles Paris of Scarborough, 6, 7, and 8. Carly Graham still in the circle. 91 pitches through 5 innings. And her last inning was the best. She only threw 11 pitches in that inning as she's gone 18, 16, 29 in the third where they scored 2 runs, 17, and then a solo homer by the left fielder Garza in the 5th to keep this game going. So Giles, who started pitching, now the third baseman stepping to the plate. The only change defensively for the Lady Jackets, Kelsey Moats in left field for Kenzie Jones. First pitch misses low and in the dirt. Ball 1 to Giles. The 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike outside corner, knee high. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Giles.
Still got some heat to her pitch. That's good.
Yeah, through 93 pitches now. She's still throwing with pretty good velocity. There's a ground ball to the third baseman, Loveless. Picks it up, throws on to first to Patterson for the first out of the inning.
Snow cones down her glove, but was able to get it down pretty easy.
And the biggest change I've seen in Graham, here in the last 2 innings, she's getting a lot of ground ball outs now.
That's what you do is trust your teammates, and that's what she's doing right now.
There's a called strike, starting Paris, the designated player, off with a strike. There's a line drive to center that Cambry Stanley picks up off the grass, a shoestring catch on the line drive.
Goodness.
And what a play by Cambry Stanley.
I mean, if that got by her, it would have been all the way to third base. But Camry, nobody else would have made that catch, Jeff.
No, she shows her speed, comes in and picks it right up off the grass and gets the out for the second out of the inning here at the top of the 6th. And Carly Graham, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks on the game so far. And we've got a change as number 9. This is Anna Casper is going to hit for Scarborough, the right fielder. And she takes ball 1 away. The 1-0 pitch to Casper.
Nice pitch. His ball was a nice pitch.
Yeah, just missed. And I think Connering may have blocked the umpire a little bit that time when she was receiving that pitch and couldn't quite get a good look at it. But 2 balls, no strike. And there's a ground ball right back to Graham. She fields it, throws to Patterson for the third out of the inning. And the Lady Jackets lead 10-3. Coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Looking for a new quality zero-turn mower? The Bobcat CRZ gives you professional mowing performance with a residential price tag, starting at just $39.99. And backed by our 5-year or 500-hour Mow with Confidence limited warranty, the CRZ will let you get the job done fast and done right. Built with the legendary Bobcat quality of cut, durability, and ease of ownership. See your Bobcat Mowers dealer today and mow like a pro.
All-Star Power Equipment, 4186 Rome Highway, Aragon, Georgia. Call them at 770-684-7176.
Lady Jackets coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. They lead 10-3. Lovelace, Conring, and Graham be your 3 scheduled batters. Emily Lovelace leading things off. As I mentioned earlier, the Lady Jackets travel to Chattooga tomorrow, 5:30 game. Monday they go to Gordon Central, and then Wednesday right here for senior night, 5:30 against Pepperell. First pitch misses low and inside, and this is Lovelace's first time to see him Bennett.
And Lovelace is wearing number 4. I would love to see her touch all 4 bases.
And there's a called strike thigh high down the middle. And let's not forget, tomorrow night, the coaches show live from Knuckleheads. It's going to be Coach Biff Parsons there. I won't be there.
I will not be there. They're on their own.
Uh-oh. There's a one-hopper off the glove of Holder, the shortstop, and Lovelace beats that out. So the error on Holder gives the Lady Jackets a base runner.
Mike and Mark will be there and asking all the questions and seeing where we're going to be for homecoming, and looking forward to that. And so make sure you tune in, or better yet, go on down to Knuckleheads, because I'm telling you, the food is pretty doggone good, and the service is great.
There's another runner at the left field. Oh, Zam! She ends the game with a 2-run home run, her second of the night, as Lovelace gets on with the error by Holder, and then a 2-run home run by Caroline Conring. Her first 8 home runs of the year.
Who called it? I called it. I said, listen, she's on fire now. She got the first one. Now my girl has hit another one. And that wasn't just a small home run. She hit that one deep.
And there you go. Sweet Caroline playing in the background as the Lady Jackets with a walk-off 12-3 victory, run rule victory over the Lady Braves of Heard County. We're going to total everything up. We'll be back in 2 minutes to close things out here on this late night. We might even see if Steve Luke could join us and talk about this past weekend. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
4 Seasons Landscaping. This company has been in business for 20 years and takes pride in their work. If you have an upcoming project, give Tyson or Rodney a call at 770-778-4347. That's 4 Seasons Landscaping. Let these guys make your landscaping project a reality.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
At All-Star Grading, we are proud to be one of the largest grading and hauling companies in this area. We are also proud to employ a very familiar family of folks who grew up and have worked in Rockmart for decades. Whether it's grading or hauling from huge industrial jobs or simply a driveway that needs attention, All-Star Grading is proud to serve. Call today, 770-684-1915. That's All-Star Grading.
Back at Rockmart High School, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, where the Lady Jackets come away with a 12-3 six-inning victory. Well, I guess a 5.5+ inning victory.
Yes, yeah.
Where Carly Graham picks up her 4th win of the year. She goes to 4-0 after 6 innings, throwing 99 pitches, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and limiting the Lady Braves of Heard County to – that's the wrong team. They had 5 hits on the night. So 5 hits, 2 walks, and they only get 3 runs on all that. And the Lady Jackets, 12 runs on 10 hits, 6 walks. They only had 1 strikeout on the night. So once again, doing a great job at the plate, as their walk-to-strikeout ratio is more than 2-to-1, as they walk more times than they do. They walk for every 2 walks, they strike out once, and it's even a little bit better than that. So the Lady Jackets doing the job at the plate, in the circle, and in the field. We had 1 error tonight, and it's a tough error on Anna Lewis at second, but 25 errors in 23 games, and they go to 21-2 on the year.
Just a great performance tonight. It started to get a little tiring there at the end. I was almost dozing there. But,
no, you were dozing there.
But then you didn't hear me snoring. But, hey, Caroline steps up there and just drills another ball over the fence. It was great. I mean, and here we go. We're off to the races now, Jeff. Like you said, we got to have 1 more area win, and we'll be number 1 in our area, and that's huge going into the state playoffs.
Yeah, you want to have that. You want to have either the 1 or 2 seed going into that region tournament, because what that does for you is that guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. If you can be that 1 or 2 seed, it's guaranteed you're going to be one of the final 4 teams left in the region tournament. You're guaranteed 1 through 4. You're not guaranteed which spot you're going to get, but a 1 or 2, you're not going to have to play until Monday. Everybody else is going to have to go and play on Saturday, and so you can get those games in. And there we go, Shazam!
Way to go, Shazam!
2 home runs on the night, the first 2 of the year, and a great job by Caroline Connering. It's been coming. She's been hitting the ball extremely hard. Her average has been going up, and I know if we had a chance to ask Coach Luke about that right now, he would be extremely proud of that young lady. She goes 3 for 4 on the night.
Just proud of the whole team. They've done a great job, and we just need to keep moving on.
Yep, 21-2 on the year. They were AJC ranked number 1 this week, even after the 2 losses in Chattanooga. They still had were able to be ranked number 1, in part by the competition that they played there. And but the Lady Jackets with another win, 21-2 on the year. They've got Chattooga tomorrow night, 5:30 up at Chattooga. And if you're not able to come up there and cheer on these Lady Jackets, we're not going to have it on WZOT, but you can pick it up on the Game Changer app. Go to gc.com, set you up an account, search softball for Rockmart Lady Jackets, Rockmart Yellow Jackets varsity for the fall of 2017. And great job tonight by the Lady Jackets, by Coach Luke, his field crew out there. Coach Owens working around the plate, Coach Lindsay working around the mound, and a little excitement in the JV game as the head coach from Heard County got thrown out, and he was not able to attend the varsity game as well. He got to watch from the buses out in the parking lot.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, good night for the Yellow Jackets, and let's carry that on to the next game, and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, they come out with a sweep. JV with a 6-3 victory over Heard County in that JV game, and the varsity comes out with a 12-3 win in the 6th inning. And the Lady Jackets go on to 21-2, still 11-0 in region play, and tomorrow night a big game against Chattooga, as this was the one game that they lost last year in region play, and it came after a tough game against Cedartown where they went 9 innings. But Emily Lovelace not having to throw tonight, that's going to make a big difference, as she's going to be ready to go tomorrow night. So for Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, our time is up. We thank you for yours.
Good night.
You have been listening to all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball here on WZOT 101.9 FM, 1220 AM. Sponsored by John Purser Allstate, Mary Miller Insurance, and the Nathan Dean Agency. Be sure to catch the action of all of Rockmart High School sports here on WZOT.